right, two salesmen work for the same company. Their monthly incomes are calculated as follows. Salesman A gets a lower commission, only 3% of his sales, but he gets a higher monthly salary, whereas Salesman B gets a higher commission but a lower monthly salary. Where each case X is the monthly sales in dirhams and Y is the monthly income in dirhams. Draw an accurate graph from X equals 0 to 80,000. We will actually not be drawing graphs. However, there are a few things that I want you to find. And one of the main things that I want you to look at is the point at which they are equal. So let's go ahead and look at the graph and see what we can tell. This graph has salesmen A and B. You can see that our initial value right here is 4,000 and 5,000. Now with the first salesman, Salesman A, he starts off with a higher initial value, but he makes less of a commission, whereas Salesman B starts off with a less initial value, however he has a greater percent commission. So let's go ahead and look at where they intersect. It's very difficult to see the points, but we can actually draw some points that make it really nice. So right here is one point. Okay, we'll use black for the next one. And right here is another point. And do we have any other points that we can very clearly see? I think that's good for right now. So this is the point that they both have in common. This point is 50,000. And we move over, and we can't really tell what it is. So we need to actually solve for this intersection or this break-even point. Now, we know that the formula for A is Y equals, he had a less commission of only, let's look back at the problem, Salesman A, 3%, so 0.03 times my X plus 5,000. We know 50,000 is their intersection point, so we're going to put 50,000 into this equation. So 0.03 times 50,000 plus 5,000. And that means that this intersection point is 50,000 and 6,500. So if we look here, here's 6,000, here's 7,000, and this hits directly in the middle. But I want to be sure. I want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. So I'm going to do the next equation as well. Y equals 0.05x. And this time they had a less of a constant, so plus 4,000. I'm going to put in 50,000 and see if I get the same answer. So 0.05 times 50,000 plus 4,000. And it gives me the same value. So this point is in fact the intersection point of these two graphs.